Yes, class 8. So now we are on to, we did that disaster management. You have to read and see what is all the, how to help it out. You have to read yourself. I gave you the basic points. I told you about the earthquake and what are tsunamis, how it comes, that don't inform and come. So now we are going back to the social and political life. We go to chapter 4, the judiciary. I'm going to give you the basic explanation. Rest you have to read and do it yourself because it's on page 229. Let's go to that page. So then we will be left with the police and the courts, marginalization and social justice, untouchability of social evil and government for development. Let's go to 229. The judiciary. What is the judiciary? What are the courts and all? Everything I'm going to give you a brief explanation. Okay. So we are there. In India, to enforce the rule of law, we have a judicial system, which is an organ of the state. Right? The judicial system plays an important role in the function of Indian democracy. How? The important functions of the judicial system, that is the judiciary, are dispute resolution, judicial review, upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights. Okay, it's there in your book. Now, what happens is, the important functions of the judicial system, that is I told you, the judiciary are dispute resolution. If there's any problems, they'll find a resolution. Judicial review, upholding the law and enforcing the fundamental rights of every citizen. Okay. In India, there are 3 different levels of court: district court, high court and the Supreme Court. The law declared by the Supreme Court is binding on all the courts as it is the highest level court in the country. The Supreme Court is headed by the Chief Justice and 25 other judges. They are appointed by the President of India. In India, there are 2 branches of the legal system: the civil law and the criminal law. Civil law deals with any harm or injury to rights of an individual, that is civil law. Rights of an individual. Criminal law deals with conducts or acts that the law define as offense. Any offense. If anyone harms your right or your land or anything regarding it, goes into the civil law. But if your conduct is bad and you create an offense, then you go into the criminal law. If you slap someone, if you steal something, if you kill someone, you are doing an offense. Now, the Supreme Court has devised a mechanism called the PIL, Public Interest Litigation, so that a poor person can easily get access to justice. The rule of law is enforced through a judicial system which consists of mechanism of courts. Whenever a law is violated, one can approach these courts. The judiciary is an organ of the state. It plays a major role in the democratic country. It performs several functions. The judiciary not only applies the law of the country, it also settles dispute and punishes the guilty. These disputes may take place between citizens and the government, between 2 state governments, and between the center and the state government. The judiciary has power to modify or cancel laws if it finds that they violate the basic structure of the constitution. This is known as the judicial review. In case of our fundamental rights are violated, we can approach the Supreme Court or the High Court. In this sense, the court plays a very significant role in protecting our fundamental rights. We have an independent judiciary. It means that the courts are not under the government and do not act on their behalf. The courts play a central role in ensuring that there is no misuse of power by the legislature and the executive. There are 3 different levels of courts in our country. At the district level, we have subordinate district courts. At the state level, we have several high courts. The high court is the highest judicial authority in a state. At the top is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court of India is the highest judicial authority in our country. It is located in New Delhi and is presided over by the Chief Justice of India. The decisions made by the Supreme Court is binding on all other courts in India. We have an integrated judicial system. It means that the decisions made by the higher courts are binding on the lower courts. Different levels of courts are connected to each other through appellate system, which means that a person can appeal to a higher court if they are not satisfied with the judgment passed in the lower court. Court cases are broadly divided into two categories. Civil cases deal with matters like money, property, inheritance, marriage, disputes, etc. Criminal cases deal with cases of theft, cheating, robbery, physical injury and murder. Okay. Now, in civil cases, a petition has to be filed before the relevant court by the affected party only. The court gives the specific relief asked for. Criminal cases usually begin with the lodging of an FIR with the police who investigate the crime, after which a case is filed in the court. If found guilty, the accused can be sent to jail. In principle, all citizens of India can approach the courts in the country and seek justice, but in reality, courts are not easily accessible. For a vast majority of the poor in India, it is very difficult to approach the courts. Legal procedures involve a lot of money and paperwork takes up a lot of time. Therefore, poor people often avoid to go to courts to get justice. The Supreme Court therefore devised a mechanism of public interest litigation, or PIL, in the early 1980s in order to increase access to justice. It allowed any individual or organization to file appeal in the High Court or the Supreme Court on behalf of these whose rights are being violated. The legal process was greatly simplified, and even after a letter or telegram addressed to the Supreme Court or the High Court could be treated as a PIL. Judicial system. If you don't have money, you can directly send a letter to the court, they will look into it. It is a mechanism of courts that is a citizen can approach when a law is violated. Judicial review. It can modify, cancel particular laws passed by the parliament if it finds that they are not adhering the constitution. The parliament has made a law and they are not following it. It's going against the constitution. That is called judicial review. Violation, breaking the law or encroaching someone's fundamental rights. Separation of power, it means the powers of the state and the powers of the judiciary are separate. Independent judiciary, it means that the judiciary is not under the government and does not act on its behalf. To appeal is to file a petition before a court. Acquit, the court declaring that a person is not guilty of crime which he or she was tried by the court. Civil law, it deals with the matter of money, property, marriage disputes. Criminal deals with robbery, theft, cheating, murder. PIL stands for public interest litigation. It has been devised to facilitate justice. Okay, I hope this was easy for you to understand. So go through the chapter, read it and do the question answers. I gave you the basic information. See you soon. Bye bye and take care.